Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer, and this is the Road to the Record, where I work to achieve mastery of 10 games in a hunt for the best score of the Decathlon. If you like what you see, remember to hit that like button. You want to see more? Hit subscribe. Let the games begin. This is Pro Cycling Manager. This is the Pro Cyclist mode, and it's week 54 of the Gaming Decathlon competition. We're going to be heading, here in a few days, to the Giro d'Italia. I'm also at a decent fitness level, 89%. My freshness is definitely there and back up to 100% here. And I do not have much tiredness at all entering the Giro, so we are looking good for our very first ever Grand Tour. Ooh, time for teammate requests. So actually this would be a good time for that. I'm also getting quite close to my next level, as we are just 2 days away from the Giro. Let's take a look at our training right now. And we have a break on these few days, so that's going to help with the fatigue, but it's not going to build up our fitness at all. Though it could climb over the course of these few weeks. We'll definitely need a break after, so yes, I like that. In terms of progression, look at that. Nice. Here recently, still a 79 though. I'd like to see that mountain get up that little bit higher, 84, 85. That would make a big difference, and that time trial to go a little bit higher as well. But I really need that stamina resistance to rise a bit more. The resistance especially. Recovery is already good at 80. I'm fine with that. That doesn't seem to be affecting me. A rise in prologue would be nice. And certainly some improvement to my acceleration and sprint ever so slightly. Downhill, pretty much any stat could improve and it would make me happy, right? Alright, so what else do we have? Our reputation is now up to continental, so it is growing quickly. Not yet known outside of North America, but we're getting there. Also, now that it's May, we are getting quite close to the time where I will be signing. If you haven't commented already on which team you think I should ride for next season, this would be a good time for that. But let's go ahead and get to the team, and let's see who I have that's really going to be prime for helping me out. Ron is definitely. Woods, Roland, Hugh Carthy. He's been a big help for me a lot, even though he's only a 75. Dabrowski's always been helpful. Oh, well, fine. Those three guys help so much and cost 41 points. What do I have? 362? Well, shoot. I suppose. But it's USA Championships individual time trial. That doesn't actually help anything. If we end up racing the Vuelta España, then we'll make some requests then. By the way, before we enter the Vuelta, last time we didn't have enough time to look, so here we are. We are now 10th place in the World Tour standings, and it's Peter Sagan who is on top, and Sam Oomen is second. Yes, Sam Oomen is second. But in the Super Prestige, we have just jumped to second place with 1,077 points. Oh yes, that is now my new record after our recent performance at the Tour de Normandie, where we took second by just 2 seconds behind Tom Dumoulin, finishing ahead of Froome and Porte. And you can see that I'm actually ahead of them in the standings right now. For the team, we are 6th in the World Tour. We are 5th now in the Super Prestige, with a lot of those points coming from me, well over a third. I have 6 victories on the season. And other than Gaviria, at least in terms of World Tour guys, Gaviria leading the way. I'm next best. Alright. Hey, let's get to it. Accept. No requests. Alright, so obviously the Giro is going to be broken down into a number of episodes. It's going to take a while to get through. This first episode, you'll get all the action live. I'm hoping that by the next episode I'll be back to editing the episodes, caught up enough on the channel. I'm slowly getting caught up after the recent move, the recent sickness that you can still hear that I'm still coughing and a bit scratchy in the voice. So Ron is here and I am here. That's going to be interesting on who gets the team lead. But outside of that, we do not have a great supporting cast, though it is some guys that are okay climbers. Denifil, Warbase, and how do you say that? Viljoen? He's Australian, but that certainly doesn't sound Australian to me. It's not a rider I'm familiar with. He does not have a picture, so he might not be a real rider. All of these guys, though, decent hill climbers, all of us combined, so we'll see. Briefing for stage 1, though. Is that the team time trial? I believe so. I am nowhere near a fitness peak right now, though, so that will hurt a bit. What about Urad? He is... he's coming in a bit fatigued, and he's at the same point I am. Interesting. Hey, let's get to it. 19K. A true rider achievement. Nice. Okay, cool. I'm hoping I get leader status. Wow, look at that. We are up there among the favorites. I'm hoping I get team leader status. Not banking on it, though. It is my first ever Grand Tour. It could be Uran picked over me. And yes, it is team time trial to open the Giro. Team Katusha getting things going first. FDJ, movie star already. Mitchelton Scott, Bora Hansgrohe already underway. Trek, Bahrain, BMC, AG2R. It's their Sky on their way, and here we go. Pause, pause, pause. My second wheel. Okay, I want to attack this one pretty hard and pretty long, so I'm going to push about a 93, 92. I'm going to pull the team pretty hard here. It's a pretty short ride. There we go. I should be able to recover from that pretty easily. Uran. Wow, short turn there for Uran. Jeez. No, he's not a time trialist. But there you go. I'm already recovering, so that is good. Nobody on the team is overly stressed right now. Okay, so back on top. Uran's wearing number 21. I'm wearing 20. No, I'm wearing 21. Okay, I am number 21. That is a good thing. I'm gonna go 99 here. The team looks pretty darn fresh, so. Okay, off the front. Thank you. We are 5th, 17 seconds down at the first checkpoint, and at this point, I think everybody needs to be at 99. $2K to go to the end. And we did not burn enough energy, and it turns out I do have control of the team, so this is on me that we are not going to have a great time. But you can see we are very much faster than whoever we just caught ahead of us. But third, 34 seconds down, that is going to hurt a little bit. Team Sky is on top right now. TV3 is ahead of us. But we are coming in ahead of quite a few teams, including Movistar. There you go. So they're not looking so bad on that. But considering the rest of my team came in with energy to spare, and we didn't lose any riders, it actually was not a great performance. Astana goes 4 seconds faster. Not too worried about that. The gap to Sky, though, is worrying. And there you go. There's the final standings for Stage 1. Team Sky is going to start with the jersey. It's Taylor Phinney. Wow, Taylor Phinney, the American, for Team Sky, leading the way. Here's Sky's riders. Garrett Thomas, there's Gianni Moscon, Gegenhardt, Hanau, and Taylor Phinney. So Garrett Thomas is definitely going to be the team leader here for this race. No Froome. Best young rider, I'm just 3 seconds behind a rider from TV3, so that's already a really good start for me in that competition, as I could very easily win that one, as Sky didn't bring any young riders. No Iga and Bernal. Hey, so good news and bad news. We are on stage number 2 here. It's a sprint stage, and
the pace is really hot, so for the moment we shouldn't see too many attacks.
Good news is that we are co-leader, along with Rigoberto Uran, and so we've got a real shot here in our very first ever Grand Tour. The bad news is I was already doing stage number 2, and my computer, well, the game crashed and froze up bad enough that I had to restart my entire system. As a result, it's forced me into having to do an edit, as I was able to keep the footage that I had already filmed, so I deleted what we saw of stage 2 at that point, and we're just starting that one over again, as it did not save that, but it did save stage 1, so that's all good news. And the good news for you is, because of this, I'm now going for a typical episode here in the series where I will be editing the content. So there you go. After planning on just cruising right through and trying to get caught up on the channel. Here we are. We're going to have maybe fewer cuts than normal, but there will be some cuts so we can get a little bit deeper here into the Giro d'Italia in this episode. We're getting mild breaks in the field, but nothing major. And we are done with that climb. There's one more little punchy section here in a little bit, but it's not going to affect anything. We've got a breakaway group of 4, a minute 40 ahead. And let's go catch up to those guys, because we've got nothing going on for the next 28. Other than Ian Boswell and a number of other riders, including Kreuziger, caught up in a big wreck here. Won't be the easiest for them to get back after that one. There's that last little punchy section, and we're over it. Clean through. It did create a temporary split, and actually a partial split in the field that seems to be sticking. 76 riders left on the front with 20 kilometers to go as we go into the banner. 50 seconds now, and no, the group behind us, they're catching up slowly, but they're still a minute 26 behind. Of course, we are stretched out a bit, so it's really more like 20 or 30 seconds that they're going to have to make up. But meanwhile, we have caught the breakaway group, so the winner will be coming from the sprint here as we enter the final 10K. I have no support at this point, which sucks, but we're almost to the finish line, so it's not a big deal. 80 riders going for it, 52 riders trying to catch back up. And let's slow it down here for the final 4K. I'm looking good to go for a sprint. Of course, I'm not sprinting for anything in particular, just to keep a position near the front. There's Modolo already. I actually kind of like to lead things out for him, but that's not going to happen, as look at how those guys are pulling away already. There we go, 1K to go. Let's sprint. Sprint. I hit sprint. You're not sprinting. Gaviria gets win, of course. Groenewegen gets second, of course. Viviani gets third, of course. Those are the top 3 guys. Modolo takes 8th. Uran comes in 10th, right where I should be. I hit sprint, but I decided I didn't want to sprint today. 28th is where we end up finishing. I'll see you on the next stage. Alright, so we pick it up here with stage number 3 and a giant crash that picked up like half the field. But we are back on our feet as my controller crashes to the ground as well, ironically. But we're back on our feet, and it looks like we are okay. Quite a few riders were caught up in that. But Viviani is withdrawn. So Viviani out of the race. There goes the one of the best sprinters in the race. He took 3rd on the last stage and was favored to wind up in the same position again today. Today is another day for the sprinters, but not necessarily pure sprinters. They can't climb at least a little bit. They might not make it to the end, or they might be pretty fatigued by the end of this thing. As you can see, we have a long, steady slope to this Category 3 climb, and then after a pretty hefty downhill, there are 2 more steep sections before the end. So Puncher's Delight, and another crash! Hanau is caught up in it. Not up yet. Not up yet. There we go. Okay. And this time we are left behind. So we were still just making our way back up to towards the front. There's no foul weather or anything. This is so odd that there are so many crashes. I've got no team support back here. And now, Sergio Hanau has withdrawn now. So 2 huge names out of this race just like that. One a top sprinter, one either a contender or at least top teammate at Sky. And we are very much near the back of the room because we had still just gotten up from that last crash. And let's go and put ourselves into relay mission here. Okay, we've just made our way back up with another group, so now there's 54 riders. And we are closing in on the peloton. And there you go. Now we've made contact. Keep it on here for a while. Once again, try to get up near the front. Disaster here. Luckily, we seem to be in one piece.
Watch out! A team leader is falling behind.
Alright, now we're starting to make our way back up through the grid. I'm worried that if there is a third crash, we'll be out of the race because, you know, third time's a charm, right? Finally back up here. There we go. There we go. Alright, so Kanti is my guy. Kanti is gonna go ahead and decide to protect me so that I can recover. Let's speed things back up. Now that I'm far enough into the stage, I might as well not bother with a cut. Let's just stay alive. Yes, we'll have to speed things up for a little bit, but the real excitement should begin here in 20 or 30 seconds or so. Two and a half minutes to the breakaway group. It looks like the Marquis is among the 4 riders in that breakaway group.
Somebody's come a cropper in the pack. Thank goodness everyone else escaped unhurt. There's a mass
Alright,
crash in the
here's
back,
where
but it
we
doesn't
will,
look too serious.
or I think we're going to officially start the
So
climb,
this is
but
the last third
maybe,
of the race. Anyone who is
no.
gunning for victory has got to make a move fairly
No,
soon.
we still got quite a ways to go before we actually officially start the climb. Again, I want you to be back here protecting me. I have recovered. Minute 45 to the breakaway. We're not going to catch them much at all on this climb. Here's where the climb officially starts, where it gets steeper. Just over 5K. It's only about a 6K climb, even though we've been climbing for well over 100K. Category 3. Trying to think how many points are available for Category 3.
There's more than a minute on the clock. The brake seems to be working. Some team managers mustn't appreciate the fact that there is a breakaway.
Let's start pushing
given that
forward
the pack has
here.
increased its speed.
I don't know if there's going to be any points left or not, but I'm thinking about them. Nope, no points, no points. Just the 4 sets. And they've already been picked up, so cruise over the top. Nice long downhill section here. Just a minute and a half to the 4 leaders, but again, it's going to be hard to catch them because we're not going to really gain on them during this downhill. Right, their lead is stretching back out a little bit, so.
I think I saw a few riders on the ground.
Another crash here in the back. Those guys are probably not going to catch up. There's a split now here on the downhill section. Just 25 riders left at the front. Now it's back together. A little climb there, but it's starting to level off. Okay, this is the time where I need support, yet I don't have any support. None. I'm a co-leader, and I have control of 0 riders in the group. Gotta be kidding me. For one, it's not even a true sprint stage.
We've got 15 kilometers to the finish line.
That's sad. So Gaviria actually now has the pink jersey. He's not going to hang on to that for too long, but he'll probably keep it after today. Steep climb, but it's short. 2.5K. Good chance to put a little pressure on the field. If I can break out of this. Oh, great. No water bottles. No water for Uran or I.
Simon goes onto the attack.
The riders are in a portion above 10%. Only 10 kilometers left.
Okay, ease off here. Kenty is going to get water. I'm recovering on the downhill. That's why I took that risk. Did split the field a little bit, but not much. Just 20 riders. Thought it would actually split it a little more than that.
The pack is putting the squeeze on the breakaway.
Okay, here we go again. $6K to go. Wonder what happens if we attack for real.
And off he goes. He's giving it one last go.
Nope, quick steps all over it. Now there's only 3K, and the breakaway group, like I said, it was going to be hard to catch them. 2 riders are still away. And here we go. Roglic going for it. Taylor Phinney going for it. And this time, we're ready to sprint. We're ready to sprint, but there's no sprint to be had as I'm out of energy. I am out of energy, but Simon and Tolan hang on. Gaviria wins the sprint again, but it doesn't get him a stage this time. I'm still right here near the top, but I'm outside of the top 20 as I had nothing left sprint-wise. Did a little damage to the field as 99 riders come in, leaving the rest of the field behind, so that could stretch out a couple more riders off that top group. I was 14th entering the stage. And remember, after a team time trial, you're going to get a big drop of a lot of riders that don't actually belong up the grid where they are. So let's go ahead and move on to the next stage. Here early in stage 4, and I have another crash, my third already. What the heck is going on? This is just insane. We just started the race, and I was right up at the front where I want to be, and I get caught up. And Uran is out! Uran was in the crash. He does not get up, and that makes me the official team leader right away, just like that. I've gone from having only one rider at my behest, and now I have 3, just like that. So I picked up 2 from him, so it looks like he was actually favored slightly above me. And what a big turn of events, as one big name after another continues to crash out in here early in the Giro d'Italia. It's only stage 4, and there have been 3 big name retirements already. So it looks like Kenty has gotten into a breakaway group of 13, but it just got pulled back in, so no forming of a breakaway group just yet. Making my way up through the field right now, trying to get back towards the front. Madola already in the back. Not a good place for him, considering he is our favorite for the stage here, and favored to be in the top 6 or so. You can see that I am wearing the white jersey now. That is the Young Riders jersey. I was second in that competition after, stage 2, I think. After that point, I had taken over second there. And The guy who was in first was one of just 2 riders who were ahead of me that fell back in the standings. So I've moved up 2 places overall to 12th now. One big thing of note, though, before we move forward to a bit later in the stage, is that of the riders that are ahead of us in the standings right now, surprising string of who it is. Let's go ahead and look at the rankings here. Gegenhardt, Moscon, Castro Viejo are the top 3 for Sky. No Garrett Thomas, so he's out of contention now. Ilnar Zakarin for TV3 is there, and these guys are not going to be around later on, but Zakarin could be in contention for a while. And then for Astana, it's just Roglic, and I'm not even sure who this guy is. What is... nope, he's not going to be a contender. Roglic shouldn't be. He's not that strong of a climber. He'll drop back eventually. So, Gio Gegenhardt, he's in pink and could contend for it for a long time. Castroviejo's not going to be a contender, and neither will Moscon. So, Gio Gegenhardt is the real contender, and he's already in the pink jersey. Zakarin's decent, but eventually he'll drop out. That gives me a real chance at second, and with Uran out, I'm already going to move up 1 spot to 11th. So, there you go. There is some ground to be made up. Where am I now? Oh, we've made it. We've made it to the front. Let's relax. There's actually a split in the field there. Alright, well, no action till the end of this stage, so let's go ahead and get there. Getting close to the end of the stage here. 18k to go, and things are really starting to pick up. Just 2 riders away, and they are going to be caught here in just a little bit, but we do have a short, steep Category 4 climb before the end, and I would love to do some damage during that.
The riders are entering the last 15 kilometers of the stage.
But I'm not in the best position to make it happen.
That's the end of the breakaway.
As I don't have full team control. But I can attack a little bit here. Except for I don't think I really need to. It's not going to actually do anything.
Some riders definitely will be able to keep up.
Well, Canty's doing the work right now, and that's just fine by me. A little over 1k to go.
This climb features some dreadful percentages.
Canty's done.
Things are hotting up at the front. The finish line is getting close. The riders just passed the 10 kilometers road sign.
Paredes goes for the points. I pick up a couple points.
Those
8k to
guys
go.
are
We're not going to stay
ready
away. We're
to
only
race
5
the
seconds
bag.
ahead.
The escapees have surrendered. The pack gave them no chance. He crashed off, and he's not getting up.
Ooh, another split in the field, huh?
There's a mass crash in the pack, but it doesn't.
Big crash. It's going to split the field.
The finish line is getting close. The riders just passed the 5 kilometers road sign.
Push.
And there's an attack at the front. He could go all the way. And they're off. It's going to be very fast.
Okay, now sprint, sprint, sprint.
That's It's just fantastic.
Gaviria wins as always, Bonifacio second. But I'm going to have a nice, decent finish here, right around the top 15. 12th. Good. Good, good, good. Moscon is there. No Gegenhardt. I don't see Gegenhardt. Will there be a split?
The riders bringing up their rear head.
Will there be a split? And even then, the group following us is missing a lot of people. Could there be some time gaps here? This could be huge, because I'm in 12th place now. So my little attack stretched the field, and then a crash split it. Roglic is there, Zacharin's there, Moscon is there, Martin is there.
A rider just withdrew.
Another withdrawal. Full saying, not a lot of the top contenders. Sam Uman is there in 5th. Let's see the results before we move on to stage 5.
Now for the race highlights.
Yeah, here's that split, I think, right after the attack. Let's go to the results. Yeah, Gaviria. So dominant compared to the others. He is the one pure sprinter here. So he's got a real chance. So I take 12th. And is there a split? It should be right around 23rd or 24th. And no split given. It was way before 3K. I mean, the split happened 7K out. 89 riders on the same time, even though there was clearly a huge gap in the field there. But there was a couple stragglers in between. I don't know if that's what they used to determine that, but the game was being very generous on that one. And a lot of riders given same time that did not earn it. So here we go, big change. Moscon actually takes over the pink jersey from Gegenhardt just on countback as they're still on same time. Zacharin now the only member of TV3 left. Astana's only member left is Roglic. They're still on the same time they were after stage 1. And now from my team, 4 riders remain. And of those, I am now the obvious leader as we have had the withdrawal of Uran and so many others. Oh my goodness, look at this. So Hanau is gone, Ulysses is gone, Viviani is gone, Esteban Chavez is gone, George Bennett is gone. Yeah, Boswell is gone. Vachon, Uran, of course. David Formulo. Jeez. Wow. Wow. That is, I mean, it's a full page. And then big time gaps already to a lot of riders. So, you probably got to be within about a minute of the top to have any sort of contention. Marc Soler is 55 seconds down. Martin's 48 seconds back, and he's not that strong. 79 as a climber. Soler's an 83 as a climber and a decent time trialist, but he's starting from pretty far back. Fulsing is still around, but 54 down. Nibali in 15th, and he's not what he used to be at 36 now. Some of these guys are going to be out of here. I mean, like Gaviria, as soon as we hit the first climb, he's gone. Castroviejo is probably going to be gone on the first climb. Roglic might be. My teammates will be. So there you go. We continue to climb. We are now in 7th. Target is top 5. And I'm starting to feel like a podium is a possibility. Sprint, mountain climbers, And there's that under 25 already mine, but of course it's far from being firm in my grips, as there's still 8 riders within 30 seconds. No change to the team. Starting to pick up 2 points per. It's progress. Alright, so we're going to get one more stage in here for this episode. And let's see, what is it going to be? Tiredness is down to 2% as we entered a new week. Freshness is solidly at 97. Fitness hits 90, so we're back up into the 90s on that. And we are starting to approach that fitness peak a little bit. Here's our first stage that's going to start to really split things. So Sam Oomen is a favorite on this one. Mark Soler, there's Zacharin, so those guys, Gegenhardt, all in the favorites. I'm not in the top 10. I'm not a hill climber. So as short as that is, hopefully there's no time gaps and I can just be towards the back of the group. But this is not going to do any damage to me. But we will skip forward to somewhere right around this first Category 3 climb. I'll see you there in a moment. Alright, we are climbing right now. We're still fairly early in the stage, but you can see it is doing damage, not only to me, but to everybody. And then in 89, I'm struggling to keep up as Thomas de Gent is really pushing the pace right now. So there's a lot of guys that are going for it. As close as the breakaway group is, these guys are probably looking for a chance to steal the breakaway themselves and get after the mountain climbers jersey with a few more points on offer today. We're going to get a nice chance to recover on the downhill, but we've got to get there first, and a lot of my team is already struggling. I don't want to step it up anymore myself because I want to get there and get that chance to recover. So field already splitting. We're past the sprint point, which is in such an awkward place as it's anything but flat. And now we're running out of water and the group is splitting. 42 riders left. We're about to go over the top. 29 riders is all that's left in the group, but it will come back together on the descent, but not all of it. That trick is water between now and then. I'm the only one without, and I'm in this small group here. Over the top I could. Breakaway group nearly caught. 4 riders left. Okay, I'm in trouble here. We are still more than a K away from the summit.
There's a breakaway in the leading group. A rider is taking his chance alone.
Okay, here's the top. I'm going to get water for myself. Come on, put your hand up. Put your hand up. The heck? There's only 24 riders in the group. There we go. I'm starting to freak out. I was dropping way too far back. Okay, recovery is on. And we've got a pretty long descent here, so I will be fully recovered. Now the big thing is how many riders will actually make it back up here, because there's only 25 riders left up here. The breakaway group of 4 has actually stretched their lead back out to a minute, and I have 0 team support. And I've got 2 riders in A2 about a minute behind us. Okay, I've recovered a solid amount of energy here. 32 riders now. So the group in between has caught us. And there's now only 30 seconds to the chasing group, which has 2 teammates in it. And now they've made it back up here. Okay, so 44 riders just as we're about to climb. So we're going to take Madolo, who is looking solid, and he's going to protect me. And why don't I have any commands for you? Yeah, I want you to rest. That's fine. I am on a -2 race day condition here, so that is why I was struggling to get to the top there, which means I will struggle at the finish line. This climb's looking a little bit on the okay side. There's 53 riders chasing us. I hope they don't get back on. I would love it if it's just these 44 riders, as we are about to climb again. Let's speed it up a little bit here, as it hasn't gotten too steep just yet, and no one seems to be attacking at the moment. Now we're starting to climb. Start to slow it down. Slow down some more here in a little bit. Here comes the 5K banner, and we're over into the flatter section for the moment. The real climb should be starting here in a moment, but meanwhile, Viljoen and Madolo are both already toast. Madolo is kind of right at his edge right now. He's still here with me, but he's not going to last much longer. And meanwhile, I'm not doing so well at the moment. Ooh, onto a gravel road for this section here. And, oh, I'm getting stuck. I'm stuck. Oh, and the Bahrain Marita. What is going on? I'm going backwards. Just falling away there for no reason at all. I got stuck behind somebody, but then I wasn't stuck behind him, and I continued to go backwards. So that was rough, and luckily I did not get dropped from the group. If that was the finish line, I would have been ticked off for sure. I need to get up here in position and then recover as soon as possible. But I don't want to get caught behind. Let's go ahead and start recovery now, because I don't have that long to recover. So we've caught the breakaway group. 32 riders. 38 riders. Nearly to the bottom. Off the gravel road. Alex Dowsett is out. Okay, there we go. Now I'm to the front. Where I want to be, and still recovering, so that is awesome. So 93, 94, and we are recovered as we head onto another gravel road. This is going to do some damage again. See just how steep it is there just before the end. That's actually our best chance, is when it's steep like that. We've got De Gent and Kalmajan going for it. Those are breakaway specialists that go for that individual stage. Martin is right there with them. He might be thinking about it as well. Here's Kreuziger, Wellens. Ooh, okay, things just came back together again. 46 riders now, as Madolo and Viljoen are with us yet again. Still gravel roads here. One more climb before we go to that finishing climb. More downhill, so that's going to be more recovery for these guys. Do I need water before the end? Oh, well, apparently I do, because there goes Madolo. Rosa trying to attack for Sky. There's Sam Uman. I'm not covering any attacks like that. One rider goes, one rider goes. This is not my stage. I'm here to defend on this stage. Madolo somewhere around here with water. He is only just now into the middle of this group of 46. And we don't have much of a descent here left for him to make his way, but I guess it will be flat for a little while.
The finish line is getting close. The riders have just passed the 15 kilometers road sign.
Alright, so I will be using my gel a little bit before the climb. Regardless of the distance, that's where I want it, before the base. I'm going to go my pace on that. Alright, I got water, that's good. Pace is slowed a lot. 40k per hour is all, but there's 2.5 minutes back to a chasing group, so looks like this group of 46 is going to be what we have. Now, can I set up let's go a little further here. Okay, 5k to go. And now I'm going to try and see if I can go like this. And we're going to follow Medolo. Just going to follow Viljoen. And Viljoen is going to actually hold position for now. There's the climb. You can see it up ahead. Here comes Medolo. Okay. Viljoen. Gonna start. Yes. Okay. Okay, push it some more. A 95.
The riders are in a portion above 10%.
Okay, so we're trying the lead out train here. Oh, come on. How about, there we go. Your turn. Viljoen, job done. Medolo going over the top. Ooh. And I'm running out of energy, so I'm going to just stay on follow here.
There goes the sprint. The strong men are giving their all.
Counter-attack by Krottiger.
Okay, hopefully we're on the same time as these guys. I hope. Roglic gets the stage win. That's going to move him up standings a bit. Kalmajan gets second. There's Moscon in fourth. At least he doesn't pick up a time bonus. Saccharin in sixth. There's Gegenhardt in seventh. Those are all favorites. And we're all coming in together. So hopefully same time. Same time. Please, oh please, oh please. Technically 21 seconds have passed. 24 seconds have passed. But we're all coming in together. 26th on the stage. But in together was the key. I think my teammates have done me solid on this one and helped push me to that finish line over a stage that didn't suit me and over a race day condition that was hurting me. Let's get to those results and then we'll wrap this episode up. That's 5 stages of the Giro d'Italia out of the way. And then we'll continue on with stage number 6 next week. Long gaps here. This field is getting smaller and smaller as more and more riders continue to be dropped. I don't know if anyone else was dropped today, but let's go straight to those results. Roglic with the win. Yes, yes, yes. We're going to go straight down to withdrawals. Just Alex Dowsett today. But in terms of time, let's see here. We have 39th. Yes, 39th, same time. Okay, so we come across 26th, top 39, all on same time. So no time losses for me. Just bonuses for those top 3 guys. I stay in 7th place. Medolo stays in 6th. And these guys are all right there at the top. Roglic moves up a little bit. He gains 10 seconds. Now in 4th. No changes. 3 riders for Sky still there. But that was just a hill stage. That's my weaker area. So the fact that I'm on the same time is an accomplishment. We're in good shape. And Gaviria is still there as well. He was in that group. Where did Gaviria finish? 34th. Well, Madolo made it. But Gaviria is not very... Oh, he's okay at hills, I guess. 72. It's the mountains that are tough for him. Okay, in the sprints, in the mountains, under 25s. Now we are down to just a couple contenders as we are opening up a gap here. And on the team, we drop to 5th. Sky still leading that one. Movie Star is 2nd. They've moved up. Okay, Quick Step and Bahrain Merida. Well, that's going to do it for this episode. I'm Decathlon Gamer. And remember, I'm aiming for the best of the best. So if you're ready to join me on my journey, hit subscribe and tune in next time on my road to the record. Bye for now.